Hi, everyone. We will begin with a statement from head coach Yolett McCuin about this weekend's upcoming game at Mississippi State, and then open it up for questions. If you have a question, please raise your hand in the chat. Coach, whenever you're ready.
All right. We needed this week, guys. We needed this bye week. You know, we have been going nonstop, and we have been the lucky team to catch everyone off of a bye week. So I could feel it with my group. I felt like we did our best to, maintain through what I thought would have been the gauntlet part of the season. Now we're in February, and this is almost coming at a perfect time for us to complete this 6-game stretch that we're in. Right now, I've talked to you all before about how we look at this. So we're 1-1, and we have 2 more games in this 4-game pod. So, this game versus Mississippi State is important for us for a lot of reasons. One, we want to send a message as far as recruiting is concerned that we are now competitive, and we have arrived. Let's just face it, for I think 13 tries before, we have been unsuccessful when it came to going up and defeating them. So for that reason, and also it puts us one step closer to where we ultimately want to go, which is the NCAA tournament. But I mean, even more importantly, us just trying to vie and fight and compete for seeding, as far as, SEC tournament is concerned, and even NCAA. So, we got a lot going on. This is going to go by quick with Mississippi State, and then I think it's A&M, and then I think we have like 3 games in 5 days. So it's going to go by quick. February is a grind, and we're doing our best to make sure our players feel, fresh and healthy, and so that we can finish out the month strong.
David, go ahead.
This is kind of a simple question, but, y'all beat Mississippi State a lot worse than the 15-point final margin last time in Oxford. Yeah. How much more difficult is it to take a team down to Starkville and get that type of performance out of them?
Well, here's the thing. I didn't expect us to dominate the way that we did. There's a lot of things I'm learning through with my group. The opportunity presented itself, and we just really, stuck with it. Going into Starkville, the goal is to come out with a win. We don't care if it's by 4 points or by 24 points. We want to come out with a win, and that's the approach we're going to take. That win was in our first 8-game pod. We're not even in that pod anymore. So, we're going to learn from some of the things that we fell short on. I know this sounds crazy, but there were some things we could have done better, and I expect them to make adjustments. And, we just want to come home with a victory after Sunday.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
David Kellum, go ahead.
Yeah, Coach, good to see you. I know you're going to miss Reb Talk tonight, but we do have 2 of your players you're sending us, and we're so excited to have Austin and Monk. What I wanted you to do, like we've done in the past, if you could just tell me about their importance to the, the success of this year and just turning the program and what they mean to Ole Miss basketball.
Well, Shakira is someone that I have a tremendous amount of respect for, and there's a high level of loyalty that I have for her, because she could have chosen a lot of different paths, and she chose to come here and do something special with me here at Ole Miss. So I don't take that for granted. And so And I recognize that. And so it's very important for us to have success because that was the agreement. Like, hey, come here and help us do that. Help us be successful. And, we're doing that right now. So she means a lot to the team. She is learning now how to continue to trust her teammates and do things that she needs to do in order for us to get a win. I think sometimes people, you love Kira's game, but she's seeing a triple team every night. But when we were scoring 80 points, she was only scoring like 11, 14 points. Her presence allows her to do that. So, we're going to need her on the floor and need her to be okay with getting back to scoring those 11, 14 points and just really being sound defensively more than anything. That's what we're going to need. And then Monk just brings a level of toughness that we need for our team. I've been tinkering with the lineup because we have so many wings and I wanted to give them an opportunity. But I think, we're going to put her in positions to be successful. Monk is a scoring guard. Even though she's like small in stature, she looks to impact the game on both ends of the floor. And actually, she is probably her from the guard position, our only kid that can consistently impact the game on both sides of the ball. Shakira would be one in the post, but she's the one for the guards that can bring offensive power and also defend at a high level. And we need that, and we're going to need that as we try to finish off these last games.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Adam, go ahead. Adam, go ahead.
Sorry about that. Coach, what have you seen from Donetta since she's returned from injury this season?
Yeah, we're still waiting for Netta to come and be extremely look comfortable out there. You see bursts of it. I think Mississippi State was her best game. She had a double-double, 10 and 10. So we're going to look for her to dominate again. Because, we have a size advantage there. But we need her to be an offensive option for us. Like, we really need that from her. We need her to be aggressive. And we need her to help us with the rebounding, So we're not getting it consistently enough. She knows that's what we need. So we're just going to continue to push her and try to be as patient as we can.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Michael, go ahead.
Hey, that's a Mississippi State team that's kind of gone through a lot this year with the coaching change and players leaving the team and whatnot. I guess just from an outside perspective, what are your impressions on how they've kind of managed to keep things together despite everything going on?
Man, honestly, it's incredible to watch. It will be something that I'll probably try to study at the end of the season, like in the off season, because I feel like that program has been hit with everything, from coaching changes to injuries to, the transfer portal. It's been amazing to see how they navigate through it all. But it seems to be working for them. Some people can work in the midst of chaos. So, because it just seems a bit chaotic, but kudos to Coach Novak and the players, because they've found a way to still be successful. They have not allowed it to be an excuse, and I expect it to be a good game on Sunday.
David, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, just curious, your thoughts on Madison Scott, what she's done for you this year. And, I hate to ask you to look ahead to next year, but is she the girl that things are going to have to be built around next year.
Yeah, well, Maddie is coming along. Maddie is very, how do I put it? Like, Maddie overthinks. She's an overthinker. So if you would ask her, she would probably think she's in a sophomore slump. But how are you in a sophomore slump? You're a second leading scorer. You almost average a double-double, and we're 18-5. And you had something to do with that. But she is, that's how she functions. We're going to continue to push her because we do need more. I would like Maddie to score anywhere from 12 to 14 points a game, only really because I know how much people focus on Shakira. And I feel like if she would crash the boards and get out in transition and do those things, she would be able to help us from an offensive standpoint. Thinking about the future, I mean, that's what I'm doing now. I'm out recruiting. Maddie, as always, the plan when we first brought her in was for her to be a franchise player, and I think next year it will be important for her to really step into the next role as a third-year player in the SEC. But we'll still have Angel, who I will have high expectations for as well from the guard position. So, but yes, Maddie is someone that, when we got her to say she wanted to come be a part of this, the plan was for her to step into that role next year and really help us continue to grow. And actually, David, we're like, it's crazy, but we're exactly on pace for her and the plan we presented to her.
Right.
The only things that we didn't plan for her to be freshman of the year. And I don't think we thought she would be averaging 11 right now. We thought probably she would be around, 9-10 points, but so she's really overachieving. And, but we're just going to continue to push her. And we're really excited, David, and we're going to do something about it at the end of the season. We can talk about it in depth about where we're getting ready to take this program, because this is just not it. This is not the final piece, like we're going to keep building this.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. No problem.
Any other questions for Coach? Great. Thanks, everyone.
Michael, let me make sure I see your quote before you put it out there. I've been under heat with all your quotes you've been putting out.
The wine one was good. Come on, that was good.
No, that was a classic. And then I don't know what I was saying, but I knew it wasn't demeaning, but some people took it as demeaning when I said, because I think I said something like, no, I mean, we're not nervous. We had a little crowd, but when you put it there, some people were offended that I said we had a little crowd.
Well, context